Hi, welcome back to another Gadget Report. Let's talk gadgets. And we start this month of August with a very, very exciting thing. Oh, well, for me, it is exciting for sure. I'm talking about a company in Australia that aims to start producing emissions-free aircraft. Yes, you heard it correctly. So this is a very, very, very good thing. I'm very excited. I hope they succeed, and I hope this is a very good step towards net zero in aviation. So come with me. Let's talk about this company. It's called Stralis, and let's talk about what are their projects. So come with me. Let's talk gadgets. So let's talk gadgets. Let's go. I'm very excited about this. I found this on an article from Australian Aviation, and then I obviously did my research. I went to the company's page and I found a little bit more. So I'll put the two links for the article in Australian Aviation and for the company's webpage, and you will be able to go there and delve into all this information. It is really good, and I hope this is a very, very good start for a new industry in Australia, manufacturing and producing something that is very positive for our aviation. So let's go and let's talk about Stralis. Stralis is an Australian company, and its aim, I'm reading my notes obviously, its aim, they committed to decarbonize aviation. I guess that's a very good principle, I would say. We've seen in recent years there's been a huge effort from other manufacturers, Boeing, Airbus, big manufacturers, airlines, to reduce emissions, get aircraft more fuel efficient, because obviously if an aircraft is more fuel efficient, it will obviously use less fuel, either green or otherwise, and that obviously will reduce emissions. But it's been a long process, a very positive step, and step by step, I would say that aviation is doing a good progress on that. But of course, there's always more and more to be done. There is a lot to be done, I would say. And there's been a lot of things. SAF is a reality. There are airlines that are already operating aircraft and flights powered with SAF. There has always been the hydrogen technology that has been, on and spoken about and tried and tested for a while. So this is obviously very, very good, a very good step towards this net zero. And I think it is always good when there's another company, there's someone else trying this and actually putting the efforts in and doing the work in order to achieve this massive goal, should I say, that is to get aviation to that net zero target. So let's see. So Stralis is a company that was founded by Bob Greener and Stuart Johnston, both of them experts in this field of aviation and green energy, etc. You can see in the company, I'm obviously not going to talk about this in detail because the video would be way too big, but you have all the history of the company and you have the whole team there, etc., and you can see the huge amount of expertise they have in their team to pull this off. I believe they can do it. So this company, as I said, it has a great team of experts in this field and has been working hard to develop a technology that implements hydrogen. So this is their aim, is hydrogen powered aircraft. They believe hydrogen electric propulsion is the most commercially viable and sustainable option. That's the goal of this company. That's their proposition. They've been studying this, and they believe this is the most viable option in the market, and they showing it. If they succeed, which we all hope they do, this might be a great start for hydrogen technology in aviation, of course, and a great opportunity for Australia as a leader in the market. I hope this goes ahead and they succeed, because it would be massive, not only for global aviation, but also for Australian aviation, with a company producing this sort of technology and leading the market, being a pioneer in this market. I think it's a very, very, very good thing. So what happened, and what the Australian Aviation article says, and then I delved into this and tried to find something else, was that a memorandum of understanding between Stralis and a university in Japan to test this technology and see where they can go with this. So recently, Stralis signed a memorandum of understanding with a Japanese university to test its hydrogen propulsion technology. So according to Australian Aviation, so the article in Australian Aviation, which I will link below so you can also read it, this is a part of a delegation. So this was part of a delegation that flew to Akita in Japan from Australia and signed this agreement. And with Akita City and other institutions in the Akita prefecture in Japan, the plan is to fly Australis' Bonanza aircraft in the country sometime next year. So these test flights are planned to happen sometime next year. The company believed, as I said before, its hydrogen electric system, it's a better option to its rival battery electric technology, since it would enable aircraft to fly further, so have a better range, and also it's way cheaper than the traditional jet fuel. So all good. And of course, the emissions, way less emissions or non-emissions. So the test flights will be performed in Japan, according to the company press release and also the article on Australian Aviation. And the first commercial product will be a Beech 1900D that will be retrofit with their hydrogen system. So they will retrofit a Beech 1900D aircraft with this hydrogen system, and then they will perform these test flights. According to this article, the plane has a capacity to carry 15 passengers with a range of 800 kilometers and a speed of 500 kilometers per hour at an altitude of 20,000 feet or 6,096 meters. So this is what is planned. According to this agreement, or in this agreement, Stralis will be able to test its hydrogen electric propulsion components at a joint research center for electric architecture which is one of the most advanced test bed for electronic aircraft. This will happen in Japan, in the Akita prefecture. As I said, the tests will happen in their sophisticated facility in Akita. So this is what is planned apparently for next year, and they will be testing these aircrafts. According to the article, this solution is better and it is 6 times lighter than the current fuel cell solutions. It also enables the hydrogen planes to fly 10 times further than their battery electric counterparts. This is massive because we all know that one of the problems that usually is attributed to this even happens with cars is the range, the distance that the car, or in this case the aircraft, can go with that battery, with that charge. And apparently this new technology, this hydrogen system, lets the aircraft go 10 times further than the battery electric counterparts. I think that is a very good thing, very good approach, and a very good outcome if this system is to prevail and start being, for example, a more mainstream approach. At half of the cost of fossil fuels, of a fossil fuel power aircraft, this definitely is a positive, I would say. You can go further than the current battery electric, and of course it's half of the cost of a fossil fuel powered aircraft. So cost reduction is there, range increase is there. So I think we have all the positives here to make this work. If this takes off, we might be closer to a net zero aviation industry. I hope we are. And watch this space, because I will be bringing more information as it becomes available. I'm very, very interested on this project. I'm very interested to know what is in store for hydrogen, and I hope Stralis makes it and pulls this off, and soon we may have hydrogen powered aircraft made in Australia. That would be a very, very good outcome, not only for Australia, but for the world. That's all for today. I hope you liked this gadget report. I hope you were as excited as I am. In fact, I'm really, really excited about this news. You know that for a very long time I have been reporting on all these debate and all this hydrogen technology and all other initiatives that have been put in place in order to decarbonize aviation. I strongly believe we can do it. I strongly believe we will be able to pull this off. And this is the proof of it. We have companies that are working effectively to make this happen. And this, for me, I think is something that is remarkable, that is very, very important. This is obviously a new company, but we have to say this, even the bigger ones are also working their ways in order to make things environmentally friendly. And I think this is a very important way of tackling this issue. We all need to do our fair share, and aviation is no different. And I think what we have seen over the years, it's really steps towards this net zero, steps towards this green aviation. Because let's face it, they want to make money. Of course, every company does. We know that this is a very expensive, I would say, industry. Aircraft are not cheap. Any of them are. feeding an aircraft is not cheap, maintaining an aircraft is not cheap, airline operation, it's not cheap. So this is a combination of factors. This is a combination of needs. Companies or airlines need to become more efficient in terms of cost. So things need to be cost efficient, which I think by what we saw from this report from Stralis, this technology may be, and they need to be obviously fuel efficient, whatever fuel they use. They need to reduce their costs to obviously be able to operate, have a profit. And let's face it, if we want those prices of our airfares to go down, this might be also something that might help. If the airline has less costs, they might eventually lower their pricing. So I think this is positive. I'm very happy. Watch this space. I'll be definitely looking into this and see any developments. The article says that the tests will take place next year, so maybe until then we don't have much news, but maybe they will release some more developments before these tests happen. And when they do, I'll be here to let you know. As I said, I will put the links below so you can read both the article on Australian aviation, and you can go to the page of Stralis Aero, which is the name of the company, and look into their story, into this project. They have a lot of information there, very interesting to read. So if you are a gadget fan like I am, just go there and have a look. And put a like on the video and subscribe the channel, share with your friends, and with a little click on the bell when you subscribe, so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. My channel has been growing, very, very happy about that. If you share, if you subscribe, etc., it will allow the YouTube algorithm to know that you are actually liking the content that I produce, and they will show it to more people. So it's a free way of helping me grow. Now, before I go, if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions of some topic that you would like me to discuss in these gadget reports, please leave a comment below and I'll be very, very happy to accommodate that. So, before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.